Hello and welcome back to 4FS Gaming. Now I'm a little bit pressed for time this week, hence the lack of videos so far, but don't fear, because in this video I will showcase the most overpowered rideable animal in Star Wars Battlefront 2. It also just happens to be the only rideable animal in Star Wars Battlefront 2, but it's still pretty great. We are of course talking about the Tauntaun. Now this video is only about half satire, because this little ice dinosaur thing is really something special. Before we get stuck right in, don't forget to join us over on our Discord server to discuss all things gaming and get involved. The link is in the description below. So the Tauntaun appears only on Hoth, and only on Galactic Assault. They are also the only, well, I suppose we could class them as a vehicle that sits on the map and enables you to hold interact to mount them. Kind of like turrets, except they move around. And wow do they move. These things aren't exactly speeder bikes, but they still pick up an impressive speed, meaning that you will be outside the map boundaries in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, they handle about as well as an AT-ST that has been subjected to Ray's mind trick. So don't think that these stubborn little beasts will be easy to control. They love to get stuck on ledges and terrain, especially the notorious polygons of Hoth's snowfields. The Tauntauns are also pretty tough, with 1000 health. This means that they can tank more damage than Darth Vader, and would therefore beat him in a fistfight. They can also regenerate all of their health, although it does take a very long time. But because this video has the word secrets in the thumbnail and I don't want to get too far down that clickbait rabbit hole, I worked it all out for you. The Tauntaun health starts regenerating after 10 seconds of not taking any damage, which might as well be an eternity. Once it gets going, however, the regeneration is very fast, at 200 points per second. You also have your standard trooper health bar when sitting on a Tauntaun, as you can be hit while riding it as well. So quick hint, shoot the rider off of the Tauntaun and then steal it. Now let's talk about weapons. Tauntauns come with a pistol attached, which you will wield when riding. Now this thing is pretty impressive. In fact, the model looks like it's actually a DL-44 heavy blaster pistol, which explains that base damage of 48, a critical modifier of 1.9, and a rapid range drop-off. All of this combined with a decent fire rate and cooling power make it a very powerful damage tool that starts to lose its luster at long range. Of course, if your preferred method of dealing with enemies is to simply blow them up, the Tauntaun has you covered in that department as well with its very own Barrage ability. This equipable grenade launcher fires 3 charges, which is extremely similar to the star card used by the heavy class, except on the Tauntaun it only takes 10 seconds to recharge, so you can spam grenades everywhere. Although on the open battlefields of Hoth, the pistol is probably more reliable at actually killing things. The Tauntaun itself has an embedded set of weapons, and these are its horns. You can do a special melee attack with them, but they don't appear to be super sharp, only dealing 100 damage. And it takes a lot of energy for the poor Tauntaun to use them, so you will have to wait a brief moment before ramming again. Finally, the Tauntaun, for some reason, has a rally the troops ability, which I suppose is supposed to resemble leading some kind of cavalry charge, which will rapidly provide nearby teammates with battle points. It also gives you battle points, and it gives you a lot of them. If you have teammates within your radius, you will get 200 battle points per second for the entire 15-second duration. That's 3000 battle points for free. Unfortunately, it takes an abysmally long time to charge, and it begins on cooldown when you mount the Tauntaun. If you want to charge it faster, we found that landing the Tauntaun's ram attack will fill the progress circle by a full third, which is massive. So I do joke about the Tauntaun being the most OP thing in the game, but seriously, think about it like this. It makes you tougher, faster, and gives you better weapons. It's free if you can even find one, and it can give you and your teammates absolute bucket loads of battle points, so you can just spam heroes and enforcers for the rest of the game. So giddy up Tauntaun squad and show that poor infantry the true power of a mounted unit. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ascendance from 4FS Gaming.